in Paris. The final was in Paris. It was Liverpool against Madrid. But there was a lot of trouble before the game because of the French police are cunts. Like, they're the biggest cunts. And they completely... Like, all the locals... Because the final wasn't played at the stadium that's in Paris. It's in Saint-Denis, which is just north of the city. And it's a ghetto. Like, it's
so it's all it has is the stadium, and then it's just, like, bad living
crime
around it.
And, like, it's a really, really bad area of the country. And there's like locals like jumping the gates and like getting in and pushing past security and stuff. So then they just shut all the gates. But then there's 40,000 Liverpool fans with tickets. So the game got delayed. I think it was by an hour. Like, they never delay football games ever. It was delayed by an hour because they were still.
No one could get in.
No one could get in.
And the French police are going, "What do you want me to do?"
Yeah, and tear gassing people. Tear gassing
people are happy go for their face. Maybe you should talk to them.
It was horrific, and I only away with. I missed being in the trouble because I got so lucky. So I was there with Alfie, who's another comic who he opens for me on tour, and he's a phenomenal comic, Alfie Brown. One of my best mates from school, Josh, and Alfie's brother. And we went to the fan park in the afternoon and watched like the Liverpool musicians and stuff singing in the park. And then we leave, and everyone's walking. It's going to be like an hour walk to the stadium, but everyone's walking together.
Oh.
And we're
you guys sing those songs together. You guys have such camaraderie. It's like, wait, in football, we just go like, Niners! But you guys sing songs where you're like, and the river bends down. You guys have whole songs.
So I went to a Liverpool game recently with an American. Actually, Shelby, who sort of was part of who arranged for me to come here.
Yeah.
Shelby's great. She like works with Steve, does all our business side of the podcast, and she's the one who said, "Oh, do you want to go and do Dan's thing while you're over?" She got 4 tickets to a Liverpool game, so she brought her colleague and took me and Dan. And I'd have been there anyway. I would have just been in a different seat, but she was at a game that you would like. The fact that it lined up for her to be at that one. So there was a tragedy in 1989 with Liverpool fans. Liverpool played in an FA Cup semi-final in Sheffield.
Yeah.
So back then, the semi-finals of that competition were played at a neutral ground rather than the National Stadium. So they played in Sheffield against Nottingham Forest. And the Yorkshire police completely fucked the day up. There's 2 pens that were supposed to have Liverpool fans in. They only opened 1. They put all of the fans that were meant to be in both into 1, and 96 people on the day died, and a 97th died years later as a result of his injuries. Every year, the game nearest to that tragedy, there's a minute's silence, and also Liverpool's anthem, the song that everyone sings, is You'll Never Walk Alone.
Yeah.
And it's just sung a little bit different that day.
Sure.
And that was the game Shelby got tickets to. So Shelby had no sort of experience of like British sports.
So she went to the saddest one. She basically went to their 9/11 game.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
And she witnessed a perfectly observed minute's silence, followed by You'll Never Walk Alone, at a completely sold out Anfield.
And an emotional...
And she's just stood next to me at one point, she goes, everybody knows all of the words.
Yeah, dude, there's a great documentary, 30 for 30, on that tragedy that happened that I watched, that you're just like, it's insane how much they fucked up. And like, people were crushed.
Yeah.
Like, they were crushed by a crowd.
Against the fence, yeah. But
it is nuts because you never think of going to another country, their tragedy that maybe you don't know about. Like if a British football fan came over here, and the Jets were, because I think this year they played like near 9/11. It's when Rodgers ran out with the American flag.
Yeah,
you're gonna see an emotion where you're like, holy shit!
Yeah,
these people are gonna run. So just going over there and being like, oh fuck, everyone's super bummed out.
Like people are like crying because like they all lost. Like, there's people who lost relatives and distant and close relatives at this thing, and there's never really been justice served for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like there'll be British listeners to your podcast now who are fans of other teams, especially if they're like rival teams. It'll be like, oh, he's talking shit, like it was the Liverpool fans' fault. It wasn't. There's been loads of investigations into it.
That shows you the level of sports fandom, where it's just like a horrific tragedy, but even your rivals will go, it was their fault.
Yeah. Oh, but like
a Man U fan goes, all right, we got it. We have fucking, and you're like, guys.
They sing about it.
Really?
Like they're trying to ban it, and like everyone who sings about it now will get ejected from stadiums and banned for life.
Wait, they have a song about it? So you guys do diss tracks about fucking sports tragedy?
It's called tragedy chanting. So Man United have got their own tragedy as well, and there's definitely Liverpool fans who are guilty of singing about that. So
That's fucking wild, dude.
Man United had an airplane crash in 1958 in Munich, right, where the runway was too icy, so their plane went to take off and it crashed, and what would have been one of the greatest teams in history, like they died, like their players died.
We had that with Marshall University, and they made a horrible movie with Matthew McConaughey in it.
Yeah, and like fans will sing at Manchester United, like Munich 58.
And they have a song about it.
Like they'll go Munich 58, Munich 58, and then like if that's a Liverpool, and a lot of Liverpool fans, most Liverpool fans, when they hear that, will go, shut the fuck up. And it's the same with other fan groups. When they sing at Liverpool fans about Hillsborough, which is where it happened, the majority of other fan bases will be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, have a little class.
The ultra fans will sing, so the one that gets levelled at Liverpool all the time is always the victims, it's never your fault.
Like, wild.
Wait,
that is so wild that's the.
And they're trying to get it where if you're on camera singing it, that you'll then be banned for life from all football, because it's like they're trying to completely rule out.
But it's so crazy to me that it's a song, because I feel so silly singing. But to sing something mean, if I was like Seahawks, you fucking pussies. and then like, you can't do that. I'd be like, mass shooting in Washington. And they'd be like, how could you fucking bring that up? It'd be fucking nuts. It's just nuts. It's so like, it kind of shows the old world tendencies of oh, but if it's done in song, it's not really that.
It is like totally different to the American chant. I went to Liverpool were in the FA Cup final, same year, 22, I think.
Yeah.
And Shane was over.
Yeah.
And he did our podcast, and he says to me afterwards, he's like, I'm going to the cup final at the weekend, are you going? And I was. And he was like, I've got a ticket in the Chelsea end. But obviously he doesn't really give a shit. He's like, I just got a ticket in the Chelsea. And I was like, well, before the game, just meet me and come to the Liverpool pubs, because it's not like over here there's segregation.
Yeah.
So like before a cup final, like the fans, like both clubs will be, like, by the local council, they will be given, like, Chelsea, these are the pubs your fans are allowed to drink in, and don't go to the Liverpool ones. And Liverpool, these are the pubs. You're on that side, and you're on that side, and don't go near each other. So I said to Shane, I know you've got a Chelsea ticket, just don't wear anything Chelsea, not that he would have, and just come to the Liverpool side. And he's just watching this sea of red, like, just sing, like, pre-game,
unbelievable,
after the game.
Are there still goons? Are there still, like, people that meet up in, like...
Like, hooligans.
Hooligans, that's what it's called, There's, hooligans where you, meet... There was that movie they did about, like, they just meet up and fight.
There's Football Factory, there's Green Street.
Green Street. They made a movie about Green Street.
The guy who wrote Green Street, his brother's a comic.
Really?
Yeah. So I forget the guy who wrote Green Street, there's his name Brimson. Eddie Brimson is a comic, and Eddie used to be a hooligan. And
so these guys... Do they fight and then go to the game, or do they just fight?
Often after the game.
Great.
Yeah.
If you lost, you're fired up. I would almost be like, if we won, I wouldn't want to be a hooligan that day. I'd be like, you just go celebrate the win? It's probably a good win.
I nearly got involved. Not that I was going to be a hooligan, but I nearly got caught in a crossfire of it, like when I was like 17.
And now, how do they do that? Do they like reach out to the other hooligan group and they're like, this street, this time? Yeah, so you've got
like the head, like the... I don't know a lot about it because I've never been properly involved with it, but from what I know, there's the head guy of each firm. They're called firms rather than gangs. There's a head of each firm, and then they'll have like a side guy who's like, right, you organise it, and I'm the leader, sort of thing.
That's so funny. They have a secretary. He's like, okay, does 3 p.m. work for you? Okay.
But they'll arrange like where to meet and and they'll just beat the shit out of each other. But there's like a sort of, there's like an honour to it where they won't beat up just a fan of the opposition team. They
have to be coming at me.
They want to fight the people who want to fight.
Yeah.
But we nearly got caught. I was 17, and at the time I worked in McDonald's.
Yeah.
And two of my mates who I worked with called Nevin and Tony, and we went to Leeds away.
Sure.
We went to the Leeds away game. And at Leeds Stadium, the away fans' car park, where all the coaches park, is maybe a 15-minute walk from the stadium. So after the game, you've got to walk from the stadium for 15 minutes to get back on the coach to get home. And on the way back, he made Tony, and he's a good lad, but he's got a fucking mouth on him. Do you know what I mean? And we're walking back towards the thing, and we're kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're not paying attention to our surroundings. And he just goes, I fucking hate Leeds. It's a shithole, and I'm never coming back. And we just hear from behind us, well, don't fucking come back then. And there's about...
Oh, is there a moment where you hear that and you go...
Oh, I've never shit myself more.
You go, oh, fuck, man, come on!
Because we'd inadvertently walked to where they'd arranged to meet, so they now think... We got so lucky, because there was maybe 30, 40 of them.
Oh my God, that's who was behind you?
And there's 3 of us.
Oh, fuck.
But we got just close enough to where the Liverpool fans were waiting for them, that like we got out the way, and like we used.
So the Liverpool guys were like, come here, go.
They were like, get out the way. Yeah.
What? Were you just driving back like, oh, I fucking hate Leeds. Oh, fuck Leeds. Fucking almost got to kill Tony. God damn it, Tony. It's like, oh, fucking
If
you.
you'd have said it 200 yards earlier, we'd have been fucked.
They would have stomped your ass out.
Probably.
You would have been appetized.
Yeah.
And then they've been waiting. They're like, oh, we got fucking riled up. We fucked up some young Liverpool fans.
Yeah, we'd have been fucked.
Damn, that is nuts.
Yeah.
I had a thing recently, like, we went to a Niners-Seahawks game, which is a rivalry, but nothing like that. And we were leaving, 49ers won, and we're, like, leaving, and the Seahawks fan...
Just so you know, before you carry on, Leeds-Liverpool is not a big rivalry.
So they were just going to fight. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's like the Niners playing the Browns, and you're like, yeah, we're going to fight.
Yeah, literally.
That's fucking wild. But I saw it with our fans, where someone was talking shit to Seahawks fans, and they're like, dude, stop. What are you doing? And the guy was like, fuck hell. And you're like, yeah, you're an asshole.
Last time I was here, I went to watch the Rangers play.
Yeah.
I just love sports.
Sure.
Like, while we've been here this weekend, we went to see the Yankee game yesterday.
Great.
I can't believe how empty it was. It was so...
Well, it's also May. So it was May, and once it starts heating up, baseball, so much. It's not like football where it's once a week, or even basketball where it's
5 times a week or
yeah, it's like you can get tickets cheap, you can get tickets to any games, but you start looking after the All-Star break. That's where everything changes.
Okay.
They do the All-Star break. After that is where it starts becoming real.
Yeah.
And then, if it's like, let's say the Red Sox and the Yankees are heating up, you go to one of those games in August, and it's full. It's full no matter what.
I just couldn't believe it, especially because, like, when I went to get the tickets, I said to Carl, I was like, the tickets range from $19 to, like, $400.
Yeah, $400 if you want to sit behind the home base.
Literally. So I went, what do you want to pay? And he goes, let's just pay, like, $150. You get good seats, but not. So that's what we did. But yesterday I was like, we could have paid $19 and just walked. No one checked our seats. We could have gone anywhere.
What sucks is when they do check your seats, you feel like an asshole. You feel like an asshole. Because, like, I grew up going to Denver Nuggets games in Denver where they were horrible.
Yeah.
And you would buy tickets at the top, and you'd be able to sit courtside, or at least close to the court.
Yeah.
By the third quarter, because they didn't care.
Yeah.
They're just like, go ahead. But now, if I buy a Nuggets ticket, it's going to cost me a lot of money, and I'm going to be up. Because they're good.
Because they're good.
Yeah, they're good. That's America. Once you're good, everybody loves you, baby.
It's not a million miles away from that in the UK. The only difference is, like, in the Premier League, with 1 or 2, maybe 3 exceptions, every game is sold out.
That's nuts.
Like, Liverpool can't win the league now. Like, we're not going to win it this year. There's 2 games left. One is away at Aston Villa. One is the last game of the season, which is Klopp's last game, is at home against Wolves. You unless you went to a tout and paid extra, like, you can't get a ticket. It's not possible.
You just have to know somebody.
And there's nothing on the line.
Really?
Like,
it's also a big thing because it might be Mo Salah's last game. It might be
totally. But, like, even if that wasn't the case, you're not getting a ticket from the club. Thanks for having us on.
Listen to Have a Word podcast. Check out Adam's stand-up. He is fucking hilarious. At Adam Rowe, ROWE.
So Instagram, which is the best one, is Adam Rowe Comedian, ROWE. Adam ROWE Comedian. And there's 3 specials on YouTube. There's Club Comic, which I shot at the Comedy Store in London, which is just 2 club sets from years ago. There's Imperious, which is the last tour. There's Juicy, which is
the story, right?
The story.
Yeah.
And then I'll have another one coming out in October because I've just filmed it.
Yeah, hell yeah, and we'll see you when you come out here. But dude, you rule, man. Thanks so much.
Nice one.
Whoa. Dude,
Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. And I can't choose what I want.
Hey! Bada, it's a wing. Bada, he can it, it's a wing.
Bada.
I can work my thumb.
They went to a real game for that.
Oh, wow.
But later on in the year.
How about that? Well, we're back, folks. It's June 17th, 18th. Oh, Juneteenth. When's that? The 13th?
19th?
19th.
18th.
17th. I think it's 19th.
I think it's the 19th.
The 19th Amendment.
Yeah.
Hey,
19-year-old.
Yeah, 19th Amendment. Yep, there it is.
There you go.
Juneteenth, baby.
That's when slaves were made more expensive.
I don't know. How did it work? Did you just you threw down a couple? Was it coins, bills? Is there a catalog?
I think you bid on them, but yeah, catalog would be nice. I want Tyrone. No, you get Leroy.
The pages are kind of stuck together, and you're like, oh, I missed him. My pages.
Oh.
You gotta flip it because you don't really like the Sears catalog. You'd have to kind of
Right.
you have to do this.
Yes, I hate the lick. The Asian lady in my neighborhood she has a sponge sitting on the counter, and she goes,
Oh, I've seen the sponge.
it's pink.
Yeah. Is that for cash?
Cash.
Yes, cash can be sticky.
Yes, cash is king. Cash is clay.
Sticky. Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh, okay. Well, why would you change that name? Best name, Cassius Clay.
Wow, he got into. I mean, Muhammad's
Uber?
most popular name. It's just
That's
cliche.
true.
Cassius Cliche. Yeah, Cassius Clay. Great name.
Great name. What else? You had the other guy, Yusef Islam, was Cat Stevens.
Yes,
Another banger.
Cat Stevens, and he had an original name that wasn't Cat Stevens.
Oh.
What was his original name? So he had like 3 names.
Give that a goog.
And he
then
hated America and all that stuff.
another Muslim name that ruined everything was Lual Cinder.
Kareem.
I mean, Lual Cinder.
Lual Cinder's a fun name.
Cinder block.
But Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is a badass
That's
name, though.
true. That's true.
Kareem.
Yeah.
Every time I've ever shot a hook shot, I go Kareem, and it's
Yeah.
fun. Kareem, no sugar.
Oh.
Kareem in my pants.
I like that. Creamsicle.
So
And
Ice
Jabbar is
Kareem.
great.
Yeah.
Jabbar's closing. We better go.
Jar Jar Jabinks.
Yes. Got his locks on Jabbar's. Zaybars.
Gay
Local.
bars. Gay bars.
Hey.
That's what we should sell. Let's go. If we do a live pod, we should sell gay bars. Big rainbow thing with our faces on it.
Yeah, it could be bars of chocolate. Gay bars.
Yeah, gay bar. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
It's a candy bar. A gay bar.
Gay bar.
Gay bars.
That's fun.
Come get your gay bars. Gay bars, yeah.
We can make them. We can put them in your ass. They'll be dick shaped.
Oh, that's good.
Gay
Melts in
bar.
your ass, not in your mouth.
Oh.
Somebody make a poster, a sticker, a
Yes.
tag, a thing, a whatever.
I've eaten some chocolate out of a butthole.
I love a beehole. Don't you love to look down at that pink little beehole?
Quite a balloon knot. It's like an aperture for a camera.
Judd Aperture. Boy, we're hot today. I got a feeling this is going to be a good old-fashioned classic.
Oh, yeah. Nice and early.
You get ice water? You don't like ice.
I don't need the ice. I feel like it takes away from the water.
I love ice water, and I would kill for one.
You know what they hate? What do you got on Lual Cat Stevens?
Cat Stevens' original name, it was something like Randy Stevenson or
Newman.
something like that.
Stephen Dimitri Georgiou.
George Hugh. What is
It's
Bless
weird.
you.
He doesn't. I mean, it says British songwriter, but he looks not British.
Well, I mean,
Right.
he's from Britain.
He's from Britain, but looks like there's more going on.
Well, I think you got, what's his parent? What, Iranian dad and a Mexican mother or something like that?
That's what it's gonna be. Yeah.
Oh, Mexican mom.
Look at early life.
A Greek Cypriot
Greek. Crypto. He's from Crypto
and
Coin.
a Swedish mother.
Oh, wait. How many moms does this guy have? I'm confused.
Those.
Well, I made up the Mexican
Oh.
mother. I was guessing. I'm just
Oh,
taking
I believe
stabs
you.
out of here.
I
No, I don't
believe
know where the fuck Cat Stevens' mother's from.
They like to stab. Okay, so he's Greek and Swedish.
Yeah.
I see.
Sweden.
Is he a Gorgeou?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess he is. So All right.
Well, he's a goof, but
Want ice water?
I would love an ice water if you're going. I if you're going.
I'm okay, thank you.
Okay.
Just bring me a cube. 1 cube of ice.
Gleaming the Cube. Did you love that movie?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's not a
Yeah.
great film, but just seeing Tony Hawk in a movie at that age was a thrill.
It was very exciting. Christian Slater. There was a moment I was 6. I was like, that's a man, because I loved Young Guns.
Oh,
2.
yeah.
Young Guns 2, and then Gleaming the Cube, and he was just doing Nicholson, and I met him later on.
Really?
Yeah, briefly. Yeah.
Where'd you meet the 18 Slater?
Nice guy. He's a friend of a friend, and I said, "Oh, hey, nice to meet you."
Short?
Shorter than me, but I'm
Okay.
a lanky doofus. So
Right.
yeah, I'd say I don't remember.
Yeah,
It's hard to
okay.
remember height.
He's a hunk of a guy. He was handsome back then, and he was doing Nicholson, but no one called him on it.
Then Cuffs was another movie.
Oh, with Mia Jovovich.
By the way, I think people called him on it. I think that was like that was the book on Slater.
Ah,
He's
the
just
book.
doing Nicholson.
Okay. Yeah, right. I got a skateboard. See? I can't do Nicholson.
That almost sounded like
Damn,
Chappelle
that was
at the end.
fast.
That was quick.
Yeah, he was doing Nicholson, and they say Richard Lewis was doing Woody.
Oh, really? That makes sense. Well, neurotic Jew. But this is the problem is, like, people are like, once you're neurotic and Jewish, they're like, that's Woody. And you're like,
That's
well,
true.
I'm a Long Island Jew also.
Right. We come from the same place.
But 6 months apart.
Yeah, well, that is tough, but what's cool about Woody is he had crazy stage fright as a youth, and then his agent had to push him out there, literally. And he would puke and freak out and sweat, and then he used it.
Right.
He used it. He was like, I'm Woody Allen, nervous, like, yay, Jew, Gord Jew. So you gotta use your weaknesses.
Well, Woody had a great thing, too. He's like, my whole career, I've just been doing Jack Benny. He's like, but I'm so much less talented than him. Nobody realized. He's like, I just blatantly took Jack Benny's personality
Right.
and did that, but he's so much better than me. He's like, no one was like,
No
yeah,
one
that's Jack
noticed.
Benny. They were like, look at this asshole.
Yeah, I'm doing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when I play basketball, but I'm so much worse, so no one notices.
Right.
Yeah,
That's shorter.
That's true, and whiter. But Louis said he had a bit. He used to do these old sets at Rafifi Cinema Classic,
Oh, yeah, I remember.
and he had a joke where he's like double-edged sword.
Yeah,
Everything's
I
a
remember
double-edged
that.
sword. The term double-edged sword is a double-edged sword because you're saying that, but you could be saying something else, whatever. And he's like, that's kind of a Seinfeldian bit, and I made it lazy and shitty, which made it my own.
Right.
So I think about that all the time.
Interesting. I love Sweet Lou. Sweet Lou, by the way, I just stumbled on this, as a song by Pearl Jam about Lou Alcindor.
Ah, okay.
It's a rare track, a B-side.
So they're fans of the old name.
Well, they're big Hoop fans, and I think it was supposed to be like a, you don't know what it's about. They call
Right.
it Sweet Lou, but it was L-E-W.
I see.
But, and also, you know, they go back to the college days, I guess. He was, because in college, he was Lou.
You know what's interesting? I was just watching. Speaking of the old days, I was watching a Greenwich Village documentary on YouTube, just about the village and the folk scene and the beatniks and the racial mixing. And obviously, Bob Dill in his folk days was the king.
Absolutely.
It was all about Bob Dill, and he was dating an activist. And then he went into rock, and they all said, "Oh, you went pop. You turned on us, Judas. You traitor." And he was like, "Ah," and it felt like in the early Brooklyn days when everybody was BLM and all that, and then you kind of go, "All right, I'd like to make some money."
Right.
It felt similar.
Well, I mean, early Brooklyn days, BLM.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm overlapping.
BLM was like 4 years ago.
But he felt like I'm leaving these guys in the dust. I want to go be a big star. I want to play the electric guitar.
Right, but I'm a big defender of Dylan and push back because Dylan is the ultimate artist. He's never done anything for commercial viability. And he was a huge star, and he was betraying the audience he had by going
That's
electric.
true.
They were booing him off stage, and that's what made it so ballsy and beautiful. He just went, I want to express myself in a different way, and stopped writing these protest songs,
Yes.
and started doing kind of jibber-jabber, what the fuck is he talking about, that kicks ass.
It was great.
And then what's great, I mean, No Direction Home is a masterpiece. It's Scorsese doc. And I think I gave you a copy of that 20 years ago.
I remember the cover.
Way back.
And he got death threats.
All kinds of death threats and all this crazy shit. But I forget what I was going to say about it.
Real artist. He went against the grain, which is very punk rocky.
But they talk about it because when he was doing the tour in England, or Britain, whatever, Europe, he would play half acoustic, and everyone would sit quietly, and they would go electric, and everyone would boo. But at the time, Like a Rolling Stone was the #1 song on the Billboard chart. So he played that, and everyone stopped booing and sang along. And then went back to booing again when they went to not. So it just shows you they're all full of shit.
They're full of shit.
And there's another great moment in that doc where they say they're interviewing these British kids, and they go, well, who's the hot band now? What do you like? And he goes, I like Herman and the Hermits. And it's not even the name right.
Right.
It's Herman's Hermits.
Right.
So they were like, this is who's hot now. And they just say the name wrong.
And they don't even know it. How about that? And then where's Herman Hermits now?
Exactly. He won the Academy Award.
They changed their name to Muhammad Islam.
Oh.
Yowza. Look at the celluloid on that meat.
I just came right from the pool, baby. I'm all tanned up. Look at that tan.
I just came too. You got one leg browner than the other.
Well, I was only out there for a few minutes. I had the baby, a towel, whatever.
I think we need to turn you.
I feel like $1 million. There's nothing like a swim.
Oh, it wakes up.
Swim?
Wakes up the whole body, Jerry.
I think I figured out where I'm moving.
Oh, boy. Hold on. Let me go through. We got Belmar. Then we got the Pacific Northwest. Then we got the Berkshires. Then we got Florida.
Never Florida. Get out of here.
All right.
No
Florida.
Florida.
Well, we got
Florida.
Somewhere else in Morristown.
Austin, Tarrytown, Montclair,
Tarrytown.
Red Bank.
Yeah.
Hingham Harbor, Hingham, Massachusetts, Los Angeles.
Hingham.
Oh
yeah, the hills.
The
of
Valley.
LA.
Yeah,
Yes,
Sherman
yes.
Oaks. Maybe what was the other one that's out there that I like? Where
Gig
they did the
Harbor.
Tonight Show. What's the airports there?
Burbank, California.
Maybe Raleigh. But I finally figured it out.
All right, I'm all in.
Here we go. Final answer.
Bee-boo, bee-boo, bee-boo.
What's that?
That was my game show. Or a truck backing up.
Yeah, it sounded like a British police car.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Pretty
good?
good. That's not bad.
Let me hear yours.
That was a 1940s cat.
It sounds like a cat.
Yeah,
that's what
okay.
I was thinking.
The old police cars did like a whiny sound. Sounds like my wife when I fuck her in the ass. But yeah.
Remember James joke? Every time I try to fuck my girl in the ass, she turns into Elvis Presley in the last second. She's like, okay, just go slow and stop. And then, oh, thank you very much. Hey.
How good is that?
Oh, that's a great show.
That's gold.
He's the most underrated comedian of all time.
He's so good, and also I love the idea that he's fucking his wife in the ass, and he goes, "Give me a pen. I gotta get that Elvis Presley thing down."
Oh, thank you very much. Great bit, great
also,
comic.
The leg movements is very anal.
Oh, it's so fucking funny. Anyways, great guy. He killed himself.
Yeah, he did. Depression. It's real. He was in The Mask. He had a good run.
Yeah, he was in The Mask, and he was pretty good in there. And Platypus Man, one of the great specials of all time. I don't know where you find that, if it's on HBO or YouTube or what.
It's got about a 15-minute, 20-minute intro.
I'm the Platypus Man.
Brutal.
It's got a literal platypus swimming around.
That's right.
Yeah.
We had a lot of time back then.
He's on the exercise bike with the beer cans and the butt. Yeah. Well, back then they were like, you need to have a sketch to start a special.
Had to do it.
It was a must. But here's where I'm moving.
Well, confidential.
Figured it out.
Can't wait.
Battery Park, New York City. I was down there. I'm down there. I got a friend who lives there. Doesn't matter their name.
I
He, her, whatever it is.
OnlyFans.
Luxury building. You got a doorman over there.
You got that
a little
right.
guy in a suit with a little hat that says welcome. He takes your package. Because my packages, they go in the trash. They put them under a bed of leaves. They
Right.
call you. Hello. I'm ringing the doorbell.
Porch Pirate is out there, too. Watch out for him.
Oh, yeah. Everything out there. There's all signs everywhere of male thief and female thief, female queef.
Future's female.
Lord, I hope not. So, there it is.
Thank you.
You're down there. You got the doorman. You got all the classy people down there.
Door person.
Door. Art, trying to be better about that word. So, but then you've got the rivers right there. View of the river, Statue of Liberty right there. There's that Brookfield Mall, the beautiful mall, the World Trade Center's right there. That whole garden park area.
Lovely.
Then this person has a pool, so you can wake up, go for a long run along the river,
like this.
come back and right in the pool. And the pool feels dirty.
Oh, the sunlight, the chlorine, the movement, every muscle in the body, that cold rush all over you wakes you up.
I mean, I feel like $1 million. I'm all tan over here.
Yeah, I got some varicose.
I'm tanned up and I'm refreshed.
Yes.
And you got every subway is there. The N, the R, the W, the 4, the 5, the J.
Yes, Fulton.
And I'll be 8 minutes from you in whatever bullshit, hipster, queer place you're living.
I'm loving it. I'm loving every minute of it.
And I thought, what am I going to do? Raise my child in the financial district? And then this person was like, it's not the financial, this is Battery Park. And we sit at Chipotle, Sarah and me and the Bambino, and it's baby, please. Walking by, great Chipotle over there. There's 2 malls, there's every subway. Yes! And all you gotta do is pay fucking $9,800 a day for rent.
Probably, but I think it's going down, and we'll be close, and you're still in the city, goddammit.
And CQ lives right there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, he lives in downtown. Not doesn't matter where he lives exactly, but he lives downtown.
Safer, quiet. Rolls up early down there. It's a ghost town after 8.
That's
It's
true.
good for the little nuggets.
Right, but financial district gets a little spicy.
Oh, does it?
Well, there's just homeless and crazy stuff.
Really?
And by the way, my niece goes to Pace, so she's right there. I got
Pacemaker.
Quinn, I got Fian, I got my niece, and you're not too far.
I'm not far. Yeah, I'll take the Beamer. I'll scoop you up.
So there it is. Final answer.
You got the Brooklyn Bridge, you got the Manhattan Bridge, you got all that. I think this is good. And you got the park. That park is lovely.
Battery Park's wonderful. Whatever the World Trade Center park is, I don't even know what the fuck you call it.
Yeah, One Plaza, Dead People. I can't remember.
Something like that. I see dead people.
Trauma Plaza. Yeah, I just was at Cipriani last night. It's funny. I did a show there.
What's Cipriani?
Cipriani or whatever it's called. It's right on the water. It's like the tip of the island. It's right on the dick hole of Manhattan.
Okay.
And you can see the ferry going by, and there's a show there. It's like a rich people place that we all bomb.
But yeah, you got the ferry, and then you're a quick right to New Jersey.
Yeah, oh, that's right.
But expensive as fuck, but so is a house in Montclair.
True. Is it really that price? I feel like it's on a coveted area.
I think it's pretty expensive.
Maybe it's
down
coveted.
there. I think she pays $1,000 more a month than I pay. I have a 2-bedroom plus an office. I mean, that's pretty crazy.
All right. But the amenities. Or a
But you have
person
to pay for the pool. It's $30 a day.
That is
to
cuckoo
use
bananas.
your own pool.
I don't like that one bit. They
Yeah.
should revolt.
Because I'm like, if you went to the pool 5 days a week in the summer, it's $150 a week pool habit.
Good Lord. It's like a heroin's cheaper.
But I just came from there, and it was just us. It was literally me, Sarah, Karen, the baby were the only ones in the pool for 2 hours straight. That was
that's
it.
not bad.
And then people not swimming. It's only it's 3 of the hottest women I've ever seen in bikinis out there. It's pretty good.
Not too shabby. Well, yeah, the lady pays for the Soho House, which is $8 zillion a year, and it's all pool. You're just paying for that pool, Jerry. But it's always jam-packed. It's full of semen and gays, so you can't even get around in there without getting pregnant or AIDS. So that's not cheap either. So this is better. It's empty and it's cheaper.
And the building down there, you got there's a gym in there. There's a steam room in there.
Okay, so now no more Equi.
Yeah, I still like the Equinox.
Well, you got the gays in the steam room.
Well, the one's downstairs here. It's nice. But
Yeah.
anyway, so I'm moving to Tarrytown with a side house in the Battery Park. I just got to make an extra $1.5 million a year.
Well, with the Patreon going the way it is, you'll be all right.
Oh, we got to talk about that Patreon. Holy shit! Have we got sign up today? I say it all the time. I don't mean it, but now.
Yes. Now
How
you mean
good
it.
is that? Did you watch that fucking
The Gay
thing?
Fathers.
Gay Fathers. It's you, me, Kramer the Butler. We had Brooks Wheelan in there.
Oh,
we
yeah,
have
an Asian guy.
Andre Kim, who's
That's
hilarious,
the one.
and
Kim Jong-un.
we put it all together, and this is one of the best bonuses in a while. Not to mention all the hot gay. People forget how good these hot gay sets are.
Oh,
If you've never
yeah.
seen them, get on there. Plus all the just chatty bonuses we've been doing, the Q and anal. It's a great time to be alive and a patron.
Not only is it funny, but you're getting in the bowels of a comedy club. We're behind the scenes. We're in the green room. We're in the sound room. We're walking on stage. We're walking off stage. We're in the bar. We're drinking. We're eating. We're cutting up.
Oh, we were bouncing bits, and you get some stand-up. You get a big chunk of my stand-up in there at least.
Great
so
chunk.
Never seen before material, and all for 5 queefs a day, $1 a month.
Just that thing of you getting yelled at by the lady and then doing the same material in another room 10 minutes away, and then that gets a big pop. I mean, that's fascinating stuff.
And you walking up and me walking out.
Yes.
After you come off, I go on. And a Starbucks tea in New York City is $4.21 now.
For a cup of water.
For a cup of water.
With a bag of leaves.
So
and
even
dirt.
if you live in the Midwest, a cup of coffee is what, $2?
That's
For
what they tell you.
2.5 cups of coffee, you can watch this video.
Fuck the African kids with the distended belly and the flies on their face. Get this for a cup of coffee.
Absolutely. But anyways, I feel like $1 million. I was backstroking and swimming, and that baby can really swim. He kicks and he drinks the water, and it's a real hoot.
Well, they live in the womb, fatty. You know, it's all kicking and splashing in there.
Yeah, it's very fun. Went straight to Chipotle, shoved a big thing down my ass. And I got to tell you, I'm all goofy. My rods and cones are screwed up. We moved the time today, and I thought we moved to 3 for whatever reason. And luckily, I'm a psycho. I came up here a full hour early.
Paid off.
And you're like, wait, we're upstairs. And I happen to be at the bottom of the stairs, walking by to go to the gym.